Till a few years ago, we used to live in a galaxy of smartphones in China, but not anymore. Today, we Chinese seem to enjoy the produce of the land, like apples, millets, or something like that. Yeah, we're talking about the fall of Samsung in China. Samsung's market share has fallen to under 1% in the Chinese mainland. That is a very pathetic number for such a big company. And we don't even know the exact number of how many phones were sold in the mainland because data company only love to tell us the top 5 producers, and Samsung can't seem to even crawl its way out of the cozy category of others. Hop on the Beijing subway, you'll probably find a Nokia instead of a Samsung. But if I actually see someone holding a Samsung phone, I'd probably go and tell him, "Wow, you're such a special person." But deep in my heart, I know that he probably got that phone from a lucky draw, maybe sponsored by a random diaper company. Don't get me wrong, I'm not a Samsung hater. I have nothing personal with Samsung. Actually, I used the Samsung S5 for 3 straight years and I love the experience. You know, back in the days, like in 2013, Samsung is the absolute best smartphone makers in the Chinese mainland. Actually, we used to call the Samsung S series the emperor of all phones. That is how great we think Samsung's smartphone is. But what happened? Who brought the emperor down? Some say it's the fireworks, or the Note 7 battery fires back in 2016, in which Samsung smartphones suddenly turned into mobile explosives, just like in those spy movies where gadgets just self-destruct after serving their purpose. Airliners in many countries outright banned the phone from being on board, and many video players replaced the GTA 5 grenade with the phone to mock the poor battery design. Well, no more rubbing salt on the wound. You know, Samsung is still suffering from PTSD today. Just look at the S22 and how slow the phone charges its battery. It's slower than almost every flagship phone in China. But there is a more important reason why Samsung failed in China. It's software customization. Personalizing the phone's software to the need of the Chinese people. Unlike many other countries where you basically buy an iPhone or a Samsung, China has an abundance of smartphone brands like Huawei, Xiaomi, Vivo, and Oppo. The list goes on and on and on. All of them customize their phone to suit the Chinese lifestyle, and many of those customizations cannot be achieved through third-party apps. Compared with the hardworking local competitors, Samsung is more like a beautiful international brand that doesn't really care about Chinese people's life. Samsung tried to change that in 2019 with the One UI, but it's too little, too late. Its market share in the 4th quarter was unfortunately rounded to 0 by one of those data companies. With all that said, Samsung is far from dead in China. Although it only has 1% of the market share, China has so many people. 1% could mean millions of users. That is still a huge user base for Samsung to survive. You know, Samsung can sell them really expensive phones so they can profit enough to keep running in the mainland. That's a way out, right? Samsung hasn't really given up on the Chinese market just yet. A good sign is the new logo put up on a new skyscraper in Beijing's Central Business District. It's like the company is telling the Chinese, "I will come back." Personally, I hope Samsung can produce more phones in the Chinese market because we all love competition. Competition brings us great phones, alright? Tell me what you want to know in the tech world and we will talk about it in the Tech Talk Show. We will see you next time.